welcome back to my channel. All right, so today's video reading is how do you impact others, or how have you impacted others in the past, in the present? How do you impact others? How do you tilt the room? You're gonna have three options to choose from, but before I get into which option is which, I'd like to thank all of you who are subbed to this channel thus far. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're brand new, please hit the sub button as well as the bell notification. I do drop videos weekly, and I'm trying to get to 6,000 subs, and I am so close, y'all. So hit that sub button as well as the bell notification. Do it for me, do it for me, do it for me. Thank you to those of you all who keep me booked and busy. If you'd like to book a private reading, coaching, same day, walk-in readings, virtual, you all have been booking those. If you'd like to book a same day walk-in reading, or a coaching session, spiritual consultation coaching session, then check the pin comment below as well as the description box below. And follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at wanderingsparrow tarot. And my other channel, Wandering Sparrow, did have a new video finally up over there. And I'm going to have another new video this week, believe it. You shall receive it. All right. So without further ado, you got three options to choose from. Here are your options right now. Now, keep in mind, these are general messages. Please take what resonates and leave behind what does not resonate for you. All in all, I want you to vibe out. And yeah, let's get directly into our reading. Option number one, you have the Nine of Pentacles that came out in the upright. Option number one, you're someone who I feel is very independent, and this is something that people admire about you, your independence. Also, Nine of Pentacles talks about enjoying the fruits of your labor. So not only are you very independent, but you're also very responsible. That's what I'm getting with that one. Option number one, I'm picking up that you might be the eldest of your siblings or cousins or what have you, or you could be the baby, but once again, there may be like a strong or a significant age gap between you and, the others in your home. But yeah, you're someone that people look up to. I feel like because of that, sometimes you might kind of feel a bit burnt out. Option number one, in regards to like feeling like people are always relying on you. Let's see, Universe, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors, thank you for the channel messages. Spirit Guides and Ancestors, Holy Spirit, how does option number one impact others? Give me two cards. How is option number one currently impacting others? Give me two cards. How is option number one currently impacting others? We have the Star card in the reverse, and we have the Three of Swords. I'm hearing a message about triumph over heartbreak. Option number one. The Three of Swords definitely lets me know that you may have dealt with a lot of silent battles, things that have hurt you, things that have gotten in the middle. This could be a strong heartbreak in itself that you may have experienced at one point in time or another. Star card in reverse, you can be an Aquarius, or you can have strong Aquarius placements. But Star card in reverse tells me, I feel like you dim your light sometimes. And I feel like for those who you impact, they see this. They expect so much more of you, option number one. And I feel like you may dim your light to fit in, but definitely people see you as this beacon of hope. This is how you have impacted people, and this is how you impact people presently. Six of Wands in reverse, you're a very low-key person. I do feel like that energy inspires other people. Option number one, I feel like, especially in a world where, everything is show me, show me, show me, and all we see is highlight reels, you show people how to exist with grace, and you're very private, and this is what people, admire about you and aspire to copy when it comes to you. Universe, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors, thank you for the channel messages. How has option number one impacted people in the past? Give me two cards. How has option number one impacted people in the past? We have the Queen of Cups. In the past, you have been known as a very loving and nurturing energy, someone who's a shoulder to cry on, someone who's a bit of a caretaker. Now, once again, these are wonderful attributes, but option number one, make sure that people ain't taking advantage, okay? But yeah, someone that's a shoulder to cry on, someone that people lean on with the Queen of Cups. They see you as someone, who's very beautiful. This is how they viewed you in the past. High Priestess in the reverse. There is a portion of you that is a bit detached, and you could be an Aquarius. There is a part of you that is a bit detached, or maybe another air sign. High Priestess in reverse, you could be a Pisces directly with that energy. But I feel like people admire the fact that you don't hold grudges or you're not strongly attached to something or things that don't no longer serve you. You know what I'm trying to say? Option number one. So let's see. How are you still impacting people presently? Option number one. Give me two cards. How are you still impacting people presently? Give me two cards. Queen of Wands in the upright. Once again, you're social, you're beautiful. You're somebody who definitely works on their physical appearance, whether it's how you look, how you present, what you feed your body. You're someone who cares about how you show up in the world. And this is what draws other people to you. This is how you tilt the room. And we have the 10 of Cups. You're someone who exudes happiness, bliss, beauty. I feel like even in times where people may have, slighted you or done you wrong, once again, you're not likely to hold on to a grudge. You're someone who's definitely offering a lot of beauty to the world. I feel like you might be a creative. Option number one, like you're someone who's very, very, very creatively inclined. And this is what draws people to you. So you impact people in a way that makes them want to do better for themselves, makes them want to get up and go and get it because they see you doing it, by any means necessary. They see you, you set a goal before you and you carry that goal out. So that's what I have for you. Option number one. You all let me know how you felt about this in the comment section below. Give this video a like, comment, share, subscribe. Book that private reading, coaching, same-day read, walk and read, priority reading. Check the pin down below as well as the description box below. Give me the 6,000 subs. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. Wanderingsparrow Tarot. And let's move on to our second option. Option number two. Option number two. How do you impact people? How do you tilt the room? You got the Ace of Cups. You are a loving energy. You could be a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. You're very loving energy. There's something very creative about you in particular. I feel like you're someone who's definitely not shy when it comes to expressing how you feel about others or what it is that you feel. You're really good at setting boundaries. That's what I'm getting with that one. But there's something very beautiful and ethereal about your energy. Option number two, something very goddess or godlike. This is how I feel like how you impact the people that you come in contact with. Universe, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you for the channel messages. How does option number two impact others? How do they tilt the room? Give me two cards. Does option number two impact others? How do they tilt the room? Give me two cards. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Option number two, you are not set or held bound by anything or any person in particular. I feel like you're often the one who gets away. There's a lot of mystery that surrounds you, option number two. And this is how you impact others because it's that type of energy, option number two, of just when they think they have you figured out, they realize, oh my goodness, there's more surprises here. I don't know who this person is. I definitely feel like people admire your ability to cater to self with the Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing energy. She's often spreading herself thin in a lot of cases because she's the mothering energy. She's, catering. However, though, that Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, that's that self-love and self-care that a lot of us neglect when it comes to self. I feel like that's not the case with you. In fact, sometimes maybe you too much self-love and self-care. And maybe people might think it's a bit selfish, but I don't see you being selfish in your actions, but I do see you being particular with your time because time is precious. You don't have time to waste. So you got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something about you that's a bit non-committal. And I feel like this is what draws people to you because once again, that's that piece of being, a bit, unavailable, a bit, hard to peg down. And as much as it annoys people at times, it draws them towards you because it's one of those things where it's like they feel like they've won you. They feel like they've won some type of prize when it comes to you and your energy. Option number two. So when you are committed, you're very committed. But when you're not interested, you're not interested. And then when people are able to get you interested, it's like, oh my goodness. So definitely you keep people on their toes. You keep them on edge. Option number two, you might have an affinity of attracting people who are a bit insecure, who are a bit anxiously attached, who are maybe a bit codependent because of the way that you pull away from people. That's what I'm getting with that one. Universe, spirit guides, and ancestors, thank you for the channel messages. How has option number 2 impacted people in the past? Let's see how people have viewed you in the past. How have you grown? How's option number 2 impacted people in the past? Give me 2 cards. How has option number 2 impacted people in the past? Give me 2 cards. How is option number 2? We have the Fool card in the reverse. We have the Death card in the reverse. How's option number 2 impacted people in the past? We have the Five of Swords in the upright. We have the Two of Wands in the upright. Two of Cups. Option number 2, there's an energy of romanticism that's here in this particular deck. I feel like you're someone who's very seductive and without even trying to be. It's a very romantic energy. The Fool card in the reverse is a bit, it talks about caution, not cautious. It talks about caution. So as you know, the Fool card is taking, the Fool is taking that journey, that leap without caring, a bit naive. You come off as a bit, aloof or, like, ooh, carefree, but you're very cautious. You're very calculated when it comes to the risk that you take. And people have seen that. And I feel like those who are really watching you and studying you have taken cues from you. You've helped transform others by transforming yourself, option number 2. And I do feel like the energy that I pick up from you, option number 2, and you being more self-inclined nowadays is because you have spread more energy out in the past where you did help people transform. You did maybe put a little bit too much into people. And that's why now you're the Queen of Pentacles reversed, pouring it into self, just as much as you've poured it out into others. Five of Swords in the upright. You've helped people plan their next steps. You've helped people get to that next, that next motion that they've been working on. And then we have the Two of Wands. You're someone who's forward thinking and, you live in the here and the now, but you're also someone who prepares for the present. And you've gotten other people to live in the here and the now and be, in preparation of the present, as the future rather, when it comes to that Two of Wands energy. So you're someone who's innovative. You could be an air sign, option number 2. That's what I'm getting with that one. So give me more information. How is option number 2 currently impacting people now? Give me 2 cards. How is option number 2? Let's see what ones to flip out. Ooh, you got the Seven of Wands in the upright. Once again, you are very protective when it comes to self. You're impacting others by showing them how you treat yourself, how you respect yourself, how you implement boundaries with that Seven of Wands, because it's a defensive energy and you're protecting yourself. Option number 2, you may have recently gone through a glow up period within the last year or less. And it's like, I'm not going back to who I used to be, and you're not going to take me there. You're not going to drag me to that. You got the Eight of Wands. You're someone who is, I don't want to say slow moving, but it goes back into being intentional, and you impact people by being intentional. You encourage them also to be intentional, to kind of slow down and focus on things, on what's in front of them, the here and the now, the present. So that's what I got for you, option number 2. You all, please let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below. Give this video a like, comment, share, subscribe. Book that private reading, coaching, secondary walk and read, or priority reading. Check the comment below as well as the description box below. And let us move on to our last option. Give me 6,000 subs. And let us move on to our last option, option number 3. Option number 3, you have the double card that came out in the upright. Option number 3, you are a seducer, you are a seductress, enchantress, or, if you're male, whatever the adjective is for y'all seductress too. But you are hard to let go of with this devil card in the upright. You definitely impact people, maybe not always in the most healthy way, but you are peer pressure. You are pressure in general. You are that, addiction that many people have. You may have had a lot of torrid lovers, option number 2, or even people who might have pushed you away but don't know how to stay away. They can't stay away forever. Option number 2, you're someone who definitely tilts the room. I feel like there's a physical attraction about you, like the way your body looks, the way your face looks, how you smell. Definitely how you smell is coming up, very richly. Like, ooh, you smell good. Ooh, when I talk about tilting the room, people see you first. And option number 3, you might have had issues in the past with people objectifying you because of the way you're shaped, because of the way you look, because of the way you smell, because of the way you present yourself. There's a quiet confidence here. I'm hearing Scorpio. Some of you out there might be a Scorpio. I'm hearing Libra energy. You might have strong Libra placements. But yeah, also option number two, option number three, you may have had a lot of people jealous of you, either known or unknown, because of this effortless beauty and energy and a charm and attractiveness that you have on you. And I feel like it's a bit unconventional. But that's, you know how like Vogue models be, and no shades of Vogue, but you know how like usually runway models, Vogue models, they have a more they have a less duplicated beauty, shall we say. It's not something where it's like, oh, you're the average person I could just point out of a crowd. Like no, it's something very unique about them. And that uniqueness may be a little different, but it's like, oh my goodness, what are you? You fairy, like what are you? Why are you here? It's like you're trying to figure out what species that they come from, and not in like a derogatory way, but like almost like they don't look real. Like it's different, but it's like, and I feel like that's an energy that people are drawn to, but also it's an energy that draws in negativity because of people wanting to possess that. And it's also one of those things that, it brings out toxicity in people. So you might have been very cautious when it comes to connections, option number three, because people have done you over, or people assume things because of the way you look. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Option number three, you inspire one of two energies out of people. Either people are in an energetic space of not wanting to come towards you because they feel like you are too much outside of them, or more than one or two things, but the two things that came out so far, you got Queen of Swords, or you inspire jealousy out of people. Now, I do feel like you are apt to, when you find very sincere connections, these are very sincere connections because these are people who are too also confident in themselves. Give me more information, universe, spirit guides, and ancestors. How does option number three impact others? How do they tilt the room? Give me two cards. We have the King of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Three of Pentacles. People are immediately drawn to your energy. They want to work with you. They want to be around you. They want to smell you because, once again, there's this energy of you smelling really good. You be a Pisces. I'm hearing Rihanna vibes. And you know how like if anybody has heard the rumors about how great Rihanna smells, and that was the inspiration of her fragrance, her personal fragrance. But yeah, King of Wands, you get a lot of people that stare at you, look at you, but they're reluctant to come towards you because you intimidate people. You intimidate people with your charm, your beauty, with your, seductiveness. And people get a lot of things misconstrued. Option number three, you know what I just heard? Pretty privilege. Now, definitely, I've been hearing these stories about the downsides of pretty privilege from people on YouTube. And I feel like you may be somebody who suffers from that, but not knowing, because I don't feel like you focus on that. Like, yeah, you're attractive, but it's like, I know that I look good. That's just what that is. But I feel like you get people that assume something about you because of the way you look and treat you maybe not always the best. That's what I'm getting with that one. You know who's coming to mind, and I love her content. She is a gorgeous woman, her and her husband, Nara Smith. She's a TikToker and model, and just beautiful, ethereal. But this woman gets so much hate because she's 22, gorgeous, and decided to be a model and a housewife all in one, and her husband provides that for her. Like, it's real messed up. But I feel like it's that type of energy you might be met with, either consciously or subconsciously. Like, people get nervous around you, and you feel like, well, I'm just a normal person. Why are you nervous? That's what I'm getting with that one. So tell me more. How does option number three impact people? Have they impacted? How has option number three impacted people in the past? Give me two cards. How has option number three impacted people in the past? Yeah, Page of Pentacles. You're someone that people are likely have a crush on. They've been shy around you. You're someone who's either inspired people, and this is just through how you carry yourself, either inspired people to do better or inspired people to run away. And even in a jealousy, that's them running away because you've just been otherworldly. But you can't help it that you're too much, and you're not too much. You're more than enough. You're enough. Period. Point blank. They have to come up or get back. How are you impacting people currently? Give me two cards, Spirit. How's option number three impacting people currently? Give me two cards, Spirit. How's option number three impacting people currently? Give me two cards, Spirit. Yes. A lot of people admire you. A lot of people are looking up to you. That's more than what I want. You impact people currently. Give me two cards. Yeah, the Four of Cups in the upright, kind of more of the same energy. You do impact people, inspire people to be truthful and honest with you because you're very open, but you might come across, once again, more avoidant energy. You are definitely a karmic energy that shows up in people's life a lot, but not in like a way where it's like, ugh, but more so in a way where, once again, that devil card, you're showing people those addictions, you're showing people those things in themselves that may be dark, that shadow side, but a lot of it lies in the fact that you're doing it for yourself. You may be a counselor or a teacher. That's what I'm getting option number 3. But you're very gorgeous. That's what I feel with that one. And give me one more. How do you impact people currently? You have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. A lot of people miss you, but a lot of people don't feel alone when they're in your presence. And King of Swords, you still have people around you that find you hard to speak to, not because you're someone who's difficult to get along with, but because, yeah, it's the energy where either they assume you're standoffish, and I feel like you may be standoffish at times because it's a protection thing, or they assume that you're not going to receive them. And you can't help how other people perceive you. You could just continue to be your wonderful self, option number 3. But that's what I got for you all. So you all let me know how you felt about that in the comment section below. Thank you so very much for tuning into this reading. Sub, because I'm getting to that 6,000 soon, like now, okay? But I thank you so very much. Book that private reading, coaching, Sunday read, walk, read, priority reading. Check the link comment below, as well as the description box below. What else? Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at wanderingsparrow Tarot. And follow my other YouTube channel, wanderingsparrow too. I got another video coming up real soon. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings now. Bye.